Hello everyone, I'm Beecher Baker, School Superintendent at Hadley-Luzerne, and I have some guests with me today. Stephen Horn-Shippey, he's a grade 5 student here in our elementary school. His grandmother, who's also our school nurse, Annie Horn, is with us today, and Mr. John Baker, our elementary school principal, is with us as well. And the focus of this video clip is to give you an idea of how testing might take place for COVID-19 within our school setting, both at the elementary school and the high school. Testing would not need to occur if we remain under a 3.5% positive test rate within Warren County or a cluster of Warren County. Governor Cuomo has put forth a yellow, orange, and red cluster system, which isn't necessarily even Warren County or Saratoga County. It almost acts as an amoeba in swallowing up certain areas that have microclusters of positive cases. Should we be swallowed up by that amoeba and part of that area and become a microcluster of 3.5% or more, we would need to resume testing. And that means testing of 20% of our entire school population that's in school, not remote learners. So of the students that are here in our elementary building and high school building, 20% would need to be tested, as well as 20% of our faculty and staff. Not just teaching staff, aides, assistants, cafeteria workers, bus drivers, and so on, would all need to be tested. For students, that's approximately 96 students that would need to be tested within a 2-week period of time for our school to remain open. If we don't test 20% of our students and our staff, we would have to close for in-person instruction. We don't want to do that. We want to do everything we can to remain open. That's very important to you and to all of us to have that scenario. So today we're just going to go over how it might look for testing if we reach yellow zone. So the first thing we're going to do is Annie's going to be testing Stephen this morning, and she's removing what is basically a Q-tip. She's dressed appropriately to do this with a student. He's going to remove his mask a little bit, and she's going to go up into his nostril and swipe around the inside of the nostril 5 times. Just inside the nostril. It doesn't go deep up in there. It probably tickles a little bit, I'm thinking. Stephen, am I correct?
Yeah, a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you for your response. We appreciate it. Very easy. From this point on, we have the test, and it'll be tested. It's a 15-minute test. So 15 minutes later, we will have the results of the testing, and we drive on with our day. Whether it's a positive or a negative, if it's positive, we obviously deal with that. If it's a negative test, again, we move along to another student who may be tested. So it works like this. We approximately think we can get maybe 20 kids per hour in testing. So we have to do about 96 tests over a 2-week period of time. John and I are also going to show you how that might be tested at the high school level or for staff, because they very well may be doing it on their own. The nurse will be there, but instead of the nurse doing it. So we're going to take the swab, and if they were to do it at the high school level, or an adult that may be taking it, the swab is coming out of here. You ready, Mr. Baker? I'm ready. All right, we're going to lower the mask a little bit, up into the nostril, 5 times each nostril. Mask back up, and now we have it. Pretty easy. Here's one of the most important parts. We're going to be sending a consent form home for parents to consent to testing. We hope that you will sign that consent. One of the main reasons is we have to test 20% of our students, as we said. That's 96 students. If we don't receive at least 96 consent forms back with a yes on it, the buildings will close, and we will be closed to in-school instruction. We don't want that. So it's important, it's imperative that we get the consent form signed and back to us as soon as possible. It'll be sent both in electronic form as well as a letter home today on Friday, December 4th. Thank you very much for everything. We appreciate it. And if there are any questions, please contact the school. Have a great day.